Peace. Welcome to another episode of the YANADAMEEN GODCAST. I'm your host, Lord Jamar. Today's math is wisdom, knowledge, all being born to understanding. That means to express what you know, to make others see your knowledge and wisdom. It can also mean to not move before you think, or you can come about with a misunderstanding. It's all your interpretation. Peace. So this week, they had a scare in Hawaii with some motherfucker that worked at the emergency management agency let off a false alarm stating there was a ballistic missile strike imminent for the island of Hawaii for motherfuckers to take shelter, and told them this is not a drill. Now this went on for like 38 minutes from what I understand. People running for shelter, putting their motherfucking kids in sewers and all kind of bomb shelters and shit like that. Like, what kind of bullshit is that? Supposedly, when the dude who fucked up, who has since been, I guess, transferred or suspended or some shit like that, but not fired, whatever button he pressed in mistake, a screen came up that said, "Are you sure?" And this motherfucker, I guess, just blindly said, "Oh yeah, I'm sure." Bang! Pressed the motherfucking button. They had no mechanism in place to send anything out that said, you know what, we fucked up. That message that you received, you know, that was no good. Like, keep in mind, this is the real, like, emergency that, that shit. Like when they talk about the following thing will be come with news, and this is the shit that went out, okay? Like some real official shit. People thought that World War III had happened. Yeah, so that was some serious, crazy shit. That was a big time fuck up. Obviously, whoever did it must be white because, you know, they still got their motherfucking job and shit like that. You know, if a nigga did some shit like that, oh my goodness, they'd be all kinds of fucking hearings and shit about this shit right now, trying to figure out how deep to put this motherfucker under the jail. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was a big fuck up that was in the news this week. Moving on. This week, it appears everybody's hood homegirl, Cardi B, has surpassed Beyonce with having 5 singles in the top, you know, the Billboard Hot 100 or some shit like that. Beyonce had the record for having 4. I mean, what a fucking year for Cardi B, yo. Like, this shit is crazy. She had the Bodak Yellow. She got the Cardi and the Rari, I forget what that song is called, but something party shit. She got the joint with the Migos, with her and motherfucking with Nicki Minaj is on the joint. Then she got the joint with G-Eazy. And what's number 5? Oh, of course, the motherfucking joint with the homie Bruno Mars. Like, she's doing it big. But now that being said, and listen, I'm super happy for her. Okay, she surpassed Beyonce. Does that mean that Cardi B is more talented than Beyonce? Like, she had 5, Beyonce had 4. Does that make Cardi B more talented, or does it make her more popular? You see, like, we can't confuse popularity for talent and vice versa. Sometimes they don't go together. Beyonce is super talented and super popular, but right now, and don't get me wrong, like, I definitely feel Cardi is talented at what she does, but you know, is Cardi gonna get up there and do some real choreograph type shit like Beyonce, you know, is known for doing? The type of shows Beyonce puts together, you know, at a super high level. Beyonce could really sing, you know, has musical training. She writes songs and shit like that. Again, not to take nothing away from Cardi, but I just feel like people use, you know, awards or certain statistics to try and justify certain shit. I mean, this is how we got into the whole Eminem situation. You know, the fact that Eminem has sold more records than, you know, probably any other black rapper gives people in their mind the license to say that he's the greatest rapper. When we know that that's not true. He just sold the most shit. You see? So selling and you know, having success in a certain genre doesn't necessarily translate to talent. It just translates to, you know, I guess being able to entertain a certain segment of the population successfully, which is beautiful, but let's not confuse the two. So, now a lot of times you're always hearing a lot of fuck shit and bullshit that goes on the internet. So I'd like to bring you a positive story right now. Shout out to the homie Maino, self-proclaimed king of Brooklyn. He did a beautiful fucking thing, okay, this past week by going to his old hood in BK, Gates Ave, and giving away $60,000 worth of coats, okay, to people in need in the community. Now, come on, that's a beautiful thing. You know, we always want to talk about when a rapper, you know, get into some shit, especially someone like Maino, you know. Motherfuckers be ready to put some shit on Maino because, you know, he got that real thug aura about him, you know. But it's good to see, you know, him doing something positive, and just for them to see real niggas doing something positive, you know, cause real niggas, that's what we do. Like, we do positive shit, but a lot of times, you know, sometimes motherfuckers push us in a certain way that, you know, you only see the ill side, okay? But, you know, I think this is something beautiful that needs to be seen. Matter of fact, let's run that footage right now.
If I knew better, I would do better for you, babe. Wish I knew better, then I wouldn't have made the same mistakes.
Late nights, you up and I ain't home still. No text, my phone going to voicemail. Your inner thoughts saying you need to be gone soon. I got the nerve to come and smelling like perfume. Damn, is it really that I'm mixed up? I'm there like I lost something at the strip club. Still playing, but my conscience yelling, grow up. Like a job, it's so hard to get a hose up. Never thought that I ever would need a woman. The truth is I never learned how to treat a woman. And I don't really know what it's like to be a woman. But all I know, one day my daughter's gonna be a woman. Can't lie, I'm a dog, I'm a cheater. Apologize for the times I mistreat you. And I keep saying sorry, you like whatever. Don't want you to leave, but I know you deserve better.
If I knew better, I would do.
Once again, shout out to Maino. Beautiful thing. Peace almighty.
Hey, yo, check it out. Check it out. February 23rd, NJ Pack, The Art of Rap presents The History of Rap, featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony, EPMD, Nori, Big Daddy Kane, Onyx, Brand Nubian, Mr. Cheeks, Roxanne Shante, with music by the finisher, Mr. C. That's right, February 23rd, NJ Pack. Get your tickets at Ticketmaster now. Peace.
Now, I'd like to revisit our little, I guess the little poll that we had, where we were talking about MAD SKILLZ and UNCLE MURDA. Okay, and we had a few comments. It seemed like it was going back and forth. A lot of you know, some of y'all was acting like, yo, I'm fucking with MAD SKILLZ. Some of y'all was acting like, nah, I'm fucking with Murda. You know, there was a lot of points trying to be made. Some people said, oh, there's no way you think that MAD SKILLZ can rhyme better than UNCLE MURDA. No, that's not what I said. What I said, and I think the consensus in the room, is that in those two songs, going back at each other, you know, the one that I felt, to me, the one that had the more entertainment value to me, you know, and the spirit that resonated with me, and the people that was in the room with me, shout out to the God, Inf Mega, Born Jamel, was the UNCLE MURDA joint, okay? people were saying that Uncle Murda, you know, his recap, his yearly recap is a bite that he's biting from MAD SKILLZ. And, you know, I think a lot of times people use certain terms real loosely, you know. I've been around long enough to really know what a lot of terms mean, you know, and I'm tired of people using certain terms in the wrong way. Biting originally started as someone who would say somebody else's rhyme and use it as their own. Okay, especially in the early days of hip hop, when a lot of people wasn't up on a lot of different rappers or a lot of tapes. You might get a tape and there might be an ill rapper on there and the people around your way don't know that. So now biting motherfucker is gonna take the rhymes off that tape and say them to their people and act like it's theirs and get people excited. You see, that was a bite. That was a biter. That's what a biter did, you know. Now you could bite somebody's style. Yeah, you can, right? But I think a great MC who introduced this to hip hop was Ice Cube. He introduced the concept of jacking, okay? Jacking for beats. Now, that's how I see this. I see Uncle Murda as jacking that motherfucking end of the year recap joint. He's on his Brooklyn shit. He's on his, yo, I'm gonna take what the fuck I want. This is, nigga, get that up. That's me, okay? I don't necessarily see it as biting because it's not like he's saying this dude's rhymes or anything like that. You know what I mean? But did he jack his concept? Yeah, he did. He jacked his motherfucking concept, and that's what it is. But listen, I appreciate everybody's, you know, point of view. Appreciate the comments. You know, we're gonna get this community going, and you know, this is how we build dialogue, y'all. So feel free on everything that we build on to add on, and that's what we do. Peace. Now, speaking of the end of the year recap, you know, we're now in 2018, and some shit that gets on my fucking nerves, and maybe that'll be the title of the segment, because there's a lot of shit that gets on my fucking nerves. So some shit that gets on my fucking nerves is when people say, and this is all some parrot shit, okay? Because people hear shit and they just want to repeat it. People say, and it doesn't matter what the year is, oh, we're in 2018 and you still think like that? What the fuck does that even mean? These motherfuckers will have you believe intelligence is just linear and that it's just gone straight forward through time. That's not true. That statement would also lead you to believe that as time goes on, facts change, but they don't. That's like saying, man, it's 2018 and this motherfucker still think water's wet. Man, it's 2018. This motherfucker still think that the air makes you breathe and gives you life. It's 2018. This motherfucker still think 2 + 2 = 4. You see how fucking stupid that sounds? It's just as fucking stupid as whatever the fuck y'all talking about when y'all say, oh, it's 2018. You still think that way? Yeah, because however you're trying to change me from thinking, the year we're in makes no difference. Truth is truth, no matter what time period it exists. Now, I know certain truths don't jive with certain people's agenda, with certain people's that they're trying to get out, but that's too fucking bad, because the truth will set you free. So please, miss me with the bullshit about it's 2018, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Certain facts don't change. Okay, now shut the fuck up with the dumb shit. So this week, your boy Trump was quoted as calling Haiti and a few African countries, I'm not even sure which ones. Why are we allowing people in from all these shithole countries? Everybody's in an uproar about the fact that he called it shitholes, and you know, what's the real coded language behind that? I say it means nigger countries. You know, why are we letting all these countries with niggers, why are they coming in here? We need more people from Norway, is what he followed it up with. And yeah, that's some real racist bullshit. But let's really look at, you know, this whole shithole label. How did these countries become shitholes in the first place? Who had a hand in turning them into shitholes? Could it have been colonialism, imperialism? Could have been the robbing and raping of resources all through the African continent? Could have been the punishment of Haiti for its independence. You've been punishing it ever since. So to call these countries shitholes is like calling a rape victim a whore. Would you do that? Like the rapist himself saying, oh, that fucking bitch is a whore. You raped her. She wasn't a whore till you raped her. In a climate where we're talking about, you know, victim blaming is some bullshit and all of that, why would nobody even speak up about that? The fact that these countries were made shitholes systematically by you, European Western civilization. Okay? So think about that. Think about the gall that to actually try and turn a place into a shithole and then blame it for being a shithole once you've turned it into one. Wow, you motherfuckers got balls. Now, this motherfucker Trump has been here, what, a year so far or some shit like that? You know, so what he got, 3 years to go? You know, I wondered, you know, he's fucked up a lot so far. I don't see, you know, if he don't get impeached, I don't really see him being a two-term president, you know, but I actually wanted to go out on the street, you know, go to the hood and see what the people felt like. Do the people feel like Trump can be a two-term president, or is he gonna get the fuck out of here after one term? So I had my man SKITZO, okay, I call him Black Belushi. I sent him out to the hood, and we happened to send him to the hood of Baltimore, okay? He happened to be in Baltimore at the time. He's from New York, but we sent him to the hoods of Baltimore, okay, to ask the people if Trump will get another term, if they think he'll be a two-term president, and this is what the people had to say.
What's going on, man? It's Skitzo, and I'm here, Word on the Street. And I wanted to ask a question, and you know how YANADAMEEN GODCAST is, how we are. We gonna ask you straight up, what would you do, or how do you feel if Donald Trump becomes president again? So you know what I did? I came to the place where Donald Trump was fine as a shithole. And I want to ask the people what they think, if they think that this guy is going to be president again. I want to know that. That's Word on the Street. That's when we go with people and ask them the questions and find out what's going on. No, don't avoid me. Don't avoid me. Do you think Donald Trump should be a president again?
Hell no.
Hell no. Why not? Why do you think that?
Because he's a shithole. Ain't that what he called them people?
Exactly. Because he called them shitholes. That's right. Let's keep asking more people. Hey, I'm over here at Taste This because I like soul food and shit. But we gonna ask them this question. So I'm gonna ask all of them. I want all y'all opinion on this. Do y'all think Trump would be a 2-term president? Do you see Trump having another term as president?
No.
No? Why not?
Because he's a horrible president. He's racist.
Because he's racist and he's horrible. Even though a majority of people that got money is like, you know, I like him and his toupee.
He took food stamps away from me. I don't appreciate that. He took food stamps away from me.
Nah, hold on. He took food stamps away. Did he take food stamps away?
He did not take food stamps away.
Did he take food stamps away?
No, he just made it harder to get them.
Oh yeah, before, all you had to do was make a call and be like, I'm hungry, and you get it. Now you gotta show paperwork upon paperwork and kids, and you gotta get girls pregnant just so you can get on welfare.
No, you know he's taking birth control, so now we gotta pay for birth control.
Oh, y'all gotta pay for the birth control? No more getting nut inside of you. You gotta be responsible for that. Damn. Do you guys think that Trump will get a second term? No? No? Second term. Do you think Donald Trump is getting a second term as president?
Trump. Cut his head off. Cut his head off.
Cut his head off? What do you say about Trump? He ain't gonna finish? Oh, you think he might be dead by this turn. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay. This guy right here said about cutting his head off, so if you need to remember this. No, he ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. That's the word on the street, that Donald Trump's not making it, sorry. Do you think President Trump should be reelected again?
No.
Why?
Why? Because he knows nothing about politics. He's a businessman. He should have never been voted into office. Period. It's all about, he lets you know off the break. It ain't about a paycheck. He don't even know the right call that a president should know. He doesn't know how to run this country at all. And then he's flat out biased on different nationalities. I mean, period. He's stopping all the programs for the unwealthy, people that's not privileged, and making the ones that's already privileged even more richer and more wealthier than what they are.
A lot of his decisions lack humanistic considerations, as I mentioned. Like I mentioned before, people aren't ballots in a box. People are human beings. They have feelings, and despite what you may think and saying that this is basically politics, nothing is just politics, or just as it seems. We're all human, and this country, it's grown from versatility. So we must remain versatile. We cannot lock a country as great as this in a box.
Now what if he replaced his toupee into box braids?
Would that replace some of the statements that he makes out of his mouth? Would that replace that brick of ice that he has around his heart? No, that won't do that.
What if he said that's what he kept his 40?
Let him come with some compassion.
Gotcha.
Put some compassion in some of those decisions. And a lot of them will definitely change.
Compassion. Compassion. Have some compassion. Watch some soft movies. And get in touch with your feminine side. Like
I would say.
Do y'all think Trump should be elected again in another term?
No, I don't know.
Why is that?
Shit, how we feel. Everybody got their own thing. Don't put a bullet in it.
Nah, yo, you're not the only person that said that. There's a lot of people that want to kill this man. And if there was a line where I could keep shooting, I'll be on that line with you.
On some real shit though, it don't matter who get in there, it's always gonna be fucked up, but some people just gonna fuck it up more than others on some real shit.
People gonna fuck it up more than ever. There you go. Do y'all think Donald Trump should get another term as president?
Hell no.
No? Why not?
Shouldn't have got the first.
If Oprah gonna make
If Oprah were to run, would y'all vote for Oprah?
I would.
Would y'all expect Oprah to be like, you get a car as soon as you vote for her? No? Y'all just want to vote for her? Y'all vote for anybody, as long as it's not Trump.
Anybody other than fucking Trump.
I don't know about Oprah because she doesn't have political background.
But if she deal with all this politicalness, isn't that a background? How would you like if Donald Trump did a second term? Would you be with that?
Hell no to the no.
All right, now why is that?
Because it's a joke. It's not president material. He doesn't even know anything about it.
All right, what about Oprah going against him?
Oprah?
Oprah's about to go against him.
She's richer than he is, I guess.
You don't want to see Donald Trump as a second term?
No, I don't, actually.
You're 100% with that?
100%.
And you are?
Me?
Oh, what am I?
Yeah, because everyone else been saying that they want to kill him and all this stuff like that. And you're probably like, yeah, a lot of people, a lot.
I just think God will deal with him.
So you think, so God will sort him out?
Yes.
Even though he represents the dollar that says, in God we trust.
God will deal with him.
God will deal with you. That's exactly it. Do you guys think that Donald Trump should have another term as president?
Hell no. Shit.
No? Why not? You ain't doing none of y'all no good. Oh, trust me, I'm from New York. I see.
I mean, you for real with this, man?
I'm for real with this. I'm 100%. Speak your mind.
Man, I just don't see him blowing up, man. He gonna cause more problems than he gonna solve. For real.
Cause more. Oh, cause he's having beef with Kim Jong-un and all that
crazy stuff, man. You know, we ain't about all that, man.
So are y'all either are gonna become Canadians or y'all gonna get ready for World War III?
I guess we better prepare ourselves to be World War III. Cause I ain't moving no Canada.
You're not moving to Canada? You don't like Drake?
Drake, all right with me.
I
I don't even know him.
Toronto Raptors and all that.
Is that what you gonna do?
Hell no, I'm staying right over. I'm gonna wait for that wall that he's building. I'm gonna be behind that shit, so that when it blasts, I'll be protected. Thanks for the wall. That's what I'm gonna do.
They need to build a wall around his ass.
That's what we're gonna need. A steel wall.
On the real, man, I don't see him doing nothing for this country.
He ain't doing nothing for this country. You're absolutely
helping
nothing.
rich.
Help him himself.
Rich getting richer.
Rich getting richer. There it is. President.
Hell no.
No? Donald Trump will never stay president?
I think that.
What do you think about that?
If it'll be decided by the politicians. It'll be decided by the political parties, the Democratic, Republican parties to decide whether or not Donald Trump goes in.
I want to hear what the Baltimore Ravens fan got to say, because y'all lost. But I want to hear what y'all say. I know y'all a little angry about it. I want to hear about it, though. I'm in Baltimore, so I can say this.
Where you from?
I'm from New York. Now, I want to know, you think he should get a second term?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Because he haven't done nothing in his birthday.
I mean, well, he's
He will not get a second term.
What has he done for Baltimore? How about that? That's my good question.
Well, we haven't showed some progress. He's tried to keep the majority of the people out of financial debt, but due to the fact that there have been a continuous government freeze on government jobs, people are still sliding back into financial debt.
Okay, so he's just keeping us broke.
He's keeping everything
while he gets platinum toupees.
He haven't made any changes. He needed to make some changes in the political process and also in the city and state government, but he haven't. Only thing that's changed is the politicians themselves.
And also, I'm really mad that they're trying to take away our right to smoke marijuana.
Yeah. But
he said that with such passion. Yeah. But that's fine.
I think the thing with the marijuana thing that's
you don't do it.
It's supposed to be medical marijuana. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be issued medical marijuana. But I don't see where there's any difference whether it's medical or regular marijuana. I mean, it doesn't have an effect on anybody. So
anyway, you put it.
I don't see anything wrong with it, but it is.
Fuck Trump.
I think it's costing the taxpayers some money.
Fuck Trump.
That's what it's gonna cost.
Just fuck Trump.
I don't know.
Give me a fuck Trump.
I think I
fuck
can't
Trump.
Say.
Can I get a fuck Trump?
Fuck him in his ass.
Fuck him in his ass. All right, there you go.
You gotta watch impeachment. Better watch impeachment, Trump.
All right, you go eat some peaches and fucked in the ass. So in conclusion, a lot of people, if you take this video and you put it in the court, there's probably gonna be a lot of people that want to kill Trump. You know what? Trump, bulletproof everything. Bulletproof everything. You're not gonna make it past July 4th. How about that? This is SKITZO, out in the streets of Baltimore, with YANADAMEEN GODCAST. Signing out. Sorry, Trump.
All right, that was my man SKITZO, aka the Black Belushi, and yeah, what do you think? Will Trump get 2 terms? Leave your thoughts in the comments. And oh yeah, fuck Trump. Okay, now this segment is something that I want to start bringing, and it's called Did You Know? Now, in the Did You Know segment, we want to bring you things that might not necessarily be, you know, common knowledge to people, things that just we find interesting and that we think we want to add on, make knowledge born about. And I get a lot of articles from a website called pushblacknow.org. Okay? You know, they got a lot of great content on there. I suggest you go check them out. And today's topic is from pushblacknow.org, and it's about the GI Bill. When soldiers returned from World War II, Congress passed the Servicemen's Readjustment Act, also known as the GI Bill. This sophisticated bill had some great perks to it. What this bill did was allow veterans to have a tuition-free college education, low-interest business loans, 1 year's worth of unemployment, and a chance to purchase a home. Now, while blacks could thankfully take advantage of the free college tuition part of this whole deal, many of us were excluded from purchasing a house due to what was called redlining at the time. Okay? To put it simply, they weren't going to sell us a house in the hood because that was within the red line. And if we tried to move into where the white people lived at, they wasn't letting us in there. So basically, we as black people got excluded from that part of the deal. Also, banks weren't giving loans out. These low interest business loans, banks weren't giving loans out again in redline communities. So this was a way to systematically, okay, make sure that black people stay in generational poverty while assuring that white people, okay, and white veterans had a stake in some generational wealth, okay? Because these same veterans who were able to get free college education, along with, you know, the year of unemployment and being able to purchase a home, all those things, especially the home, that's something that created generational wealth by saying, here, I have a home, I can give this to my children, now they can sell it, you know. We didn't have access to that, you know? And there's a lot of things in American society. They try to portray the white man as such an industrious man who pulled himself up by his bootstraps, and black people are just lazy, and if all we have to do is do what white people did and we'd be good. Yet we ignore all the systematic means within the system, something that is built into the core of a thing. You have systems inside your body. So to be built systematically to go to cheat, basically, is some fucking bullshit, some punk shit. And then to try and, you know, put yourself up there as if you did it from some great merit of yours. All of your wealth and everything you have has come from robbery, trickery, rape, murder, pillaging, lying. How could you be proud of this? How could you be proud? So, to continue, so where you had these benefits that perpetuated into, you know, the next generations, since a lot of us were unable to have the same benefits, but yet did the same things, laid down our lives and served our country the same way a white soldier did. Our families were reduced to living hand to mouth, and in 2016, the poverty rate, you know, amongst black Americans was at 25%, you know, 25%. And if we go back and due to knowledge. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. In 2016, 23% of black Americans were still living in poverty. Racist policies have a lasting impact. We must pay attention to these racist policies, okay, and make sure that we get our fair share of what the fuck we supposed to get. Because that GI Bill was some motherfucking bullshit. And we ended like that. To learn more about this story and many others, go to pushblack.org. All right, y'all. What's good? Peace. We back for another episode of the Godcast. I look nice? Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's that, you know what I mean? It's that brand Nubian gear. Uh-oh. What's it say in the back? Peace to the gods. Uh-huh. Hoodgie.com, you know how we do. Might drop a special sale or something when the episode drop or some shit. I don't even know. I'm thinking about it. Maybe we put the new hats on sale. The new black and golds. It's all right. I think y'all know the format. We got people that want to join in on the live. All right, check it out. I'm gonna get, you know what, I'm gonna go with Patah Negus Shabaka. I just like that. I like that name. So you're gonna come on in, my brother. Peace, Patah. Peace, brother.
What's good, King?
I'm great. How you be?
You see me? Oh yeah, I see you.
Okay.
What's good, brother? How you?
I'm good, beloved. Like what you're doing. Love, see that brand new been still out there, because you know that's my old school wave, and you know we gotta always keep teaching and uplifting the new generation and let them know without brand Nubian, y'all style don't even exist.
Okay. Now let me ask you something, brother. How did you just do what you did as far as requesting to come in on, because I don't even know how to do this shit.
What happened? What has happened when you put up with that you live? So
okay.
What happened? You join, and you say if you want to, it would pop up on the screen. It would say send a request right on my screen. It would say send a request to join the video live.
I never seen that though. Like when I joined my man's video the other day, and I was going to try to do this, but I didn't see no way to do that.
Yeah, normally it pops up on the screen. It comes right up the first time when you enter into the live stream.
Oh, as soon as you enter.
Yeah, as soon as you enter, it comes up. But after, if it don't come up after then, it's not going to come up again.
Oh, so you got to be right on it when you come in. Yo, hear that, people? If you want to get down with this shit, you got to request that shit straight up from the jump. All right, so yo, you got a question or anything, brother?
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you something. Your energy, I must respect your energy, because I'm gonna tell you something. My wife been trying to make me go live for a long time, because I do a lot of stuff with history, healing, working out, the whole thing. But I don't really do the Instagram, the YouTube, none of that. But I said, you know what? I like Lord Jamar's style. I like his energy. He remind me of me. I'm gonna see if it popped there, and it just happened, the synchronicity, and it went in live.
Well. That being said, you might not have a question. You might have something you want to offer and add on to the people. Maybe some information that would be helpful. This is what the Godcast is all about. So please, by all means, if you got something, a jewel to drop on the people real quick. Each one teach one, my brother. Let's go.
All right. Give thanks, King. If you notice, for instance, Smoking Jack passed away the other day. Captain Jack?
Combat Jack.
Combat Jack, yes, kid. You had Ice Pick J from Rough Riders family passed away a few months ago. So if you notice, historically, men in their 40s, when we hit our 40s, that's the number where all these diseases start to play a big role. Colon cancer, prostate cancer, stomach cancer, all these cancers start to come up. So we know historically it goes 40 years. They after that, they didn't want a slave for after 40 years. If you was 40, they didn't want you. They killed you, they left you, they just took the wife and the children, because at 40 years, it was tutored that your body breaks down or your cells start to get weaker. So we know 40, a lot of disease now is plaguing us as black men in this country because of the stress, the foods we're eating, the diets that we're taking in, the environment, all the chemicals, the relationships, toxic friends, all this stuff now is catching up to us, and it's hitting us faster, because when we was coming up back in the early 70s, you wasn't dying like that. Back in the days, we die in the streets, everything is, the stress is higher, the chemicals is higher, the pharmaceutical drugs is higher.
Right.
We know now that we gotta change our approach to life, how we eating, by cleansing the body, rejuvenate the body, giving the body the right foods, the right nourishment, the right environment. We know we here in North America, we only get sunlight at a certain amount of time. So we know our vitamin D is low.
Right.
So when the vitamin D is low, cancer is right there, because vitamin D, it's a sunlight hormonal vitamin. So vitamin D helps the immune system, it helps the bones, it helps your hair, your skin, your nails, it helps the overall hormones. So right away you lacking vitamin D as a male, and even as a female, all the other diseases going to start to come in now, because the sunlight, that's where you're getting all the energy from. Without that sunlight working in your body is breaking down, because now the cells can't grow, your body can't grow, all your growth start going on in the night, because the night is where all your growth is happening, where your hormones is making itself up, your pituitary gland is doing what it got to do, the melatonin that we naturally have, which is carbon-based, that's working. So now we gotta look at now, go to the doctors, get checked out, let them tell you all your deficiencies, then come to brothers such as myself, who could help you in the community get the vitamin D right, do the right foods, do the green juices, the sea moss, the bladderwrack, all these herbs that feeds the body, the cells, because the body is made of 102 minerals. And we know if you lack iron, you're going to lack every other mineral. So we know 90% of the population, they lacking iron, because you ain't getting iron, you're not eating green vegetables, you're not eating raspberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. You're not taking herbs that's yellowed out. So there's a lot of stuff you're not doing to have that iron, to have the oxygen going in the cells. We know that once our mind and body break down, everything else breaks down. So I won't be good to you or the family, or to my family, or your family in the time of help, because we don't really got the energy to help our black women today, or our sons, or our daughters, or our parents, because we know we can stay not only from a historic place, but from a nutrition base. So if the nutrition is bad, you can't be spiritually rich, but you're nutritionally dead. It don't go together.
Well, yo, brother.
So now we gotta revamp how we do things, our thinking, our way of living, our way of eating. Return to the source. The source never failed us. We fail life. Life didn't fail us. Nature's always doing what it gotta do, but we fail nature. So nature steps aside, and he comes in, and he do what he gotta do, because you can't uphold what nature provided for you by breathing, by drinking water, by taking in your greens, taking in certain fruits, certain grains, nuts, seeds. So we got to return to the source, clean the body, clean the mind. Don't be historically rich by knowing who the white man is, but you don't even know what's the black man's body, what's going on in the black man's body, what the black man's body.
And that's what knowledge of self is all about. Like a lot of people think having knowledge of self just means like learning a lot of historical facts, but knowledge of self means truly like knowledge of self, of the universe, of the you and I verse inside you. You understand? So it's like, yeah, brother, you definitely make a lot of great points. We definitely got to be on point with this nutrition. I thank you for hitting us up, and hopefully you come back, hit us up again, and drop some more knowledge on us, bro. But I appreciate you.
All right, peace to the God, Lord Jamar, you and the family. Continue staying black, empowered, and rich, and keep doing what you said here to do, King.
Indeed. Peace.
Peace, God.
Let's see. Okay, we're gonna give Taisha Crawford, Bambi. I see her in my comments a lot. We're gonna bring her in. See what she got to say on the YANADAMEEN Godcast with Lord Jamar.
Can you hear me?
Peace. Yeah, I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. You hear me?
I can't hear, but I wanted to make a comment on what he said. The gentleman that said, first of all, peace, hey, Lord Jamar.
Peace.
I definitely, I don't know why my sound is messed up, right? Because I had my Bluetooth hooked up. That's what it is. I wanted to comment on what he was talking about in terms of diet. It definitely starts within, first of all, I'm a breast cancer survivor. Let's start there.
Good for you.
So, my main mission, like, I'm not the most knowledgeable person in the world, but I did gain a lot of knowledge from being sick and from being ill, and my whole mission was, how can I keep this disease from coming into my body? And the main thing, it starts within the diet, what you eat. You know, I restrict everything. I eat like plant-based food. I started there because my whole thing is like, okay, we eat what our parents ate. You guys, excuse me, guys. I look at myself, I don't care. We've been eating the same way and following the same culture for years. You understand? Like, me personally, I'm blessed. I had someone from Jamaica that gave me all natural herbs. So I stopped taking the medication. I have dandelion, which is the iron fluoride. That is good for the body. Any disease that we consume in our body is nothing but mucus. So my thing was, okay, we got mucus in our body, how can we break it down? But that comes from years and years of vaccines and foods and all that.
This was Dr. Sabi teach us.
So, I'll say that again, I'm sorry?
I said this is what Dr. Sabi teach us about mucus in the body.
Right. So I'm like, okay, so how can I prevent this mucus from coming into my body? So I had to research, and I'm like, okay, well, nothing can survive in the alkaline body. So how do we create an alkaline body, you know, along with the waters? How do we know the waters are correct? How do we know, you know, everybody's on this health kick? So the government is a business. They got to make money. So if everybody want to eat healthy and eat plant-based food and non-GMOs, then what do you think they want to do? You know, so I had to do a little research myself, and just basically go with like fruits and vegetables. Also, I mean, it's not easy, but it's the best thing to do to start restricting yourself from certain things that aren't good for you. If you can't eat it or put it on your body, then you don't need it, you know.
Damn, we hearing that. Your audio just got crazy low, sister.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but it just got really low. Yeah, now it's even lower. Yeah, we're gonna listen. Peace. Thank you for hitting me up. Blessings on your strength, on being a survivor of cancer. Yes, we need to eat right, but it all starts in the mind as well. And I know you know that. But peace, sister. Love you for hitting us up. And hit me up another time when your connection's right. Peace. Yeah. I'm gonna hit up Vitamin the governor.
Vitamin the governor.
Peace.
Peace.
What's good, yo?
How you be?
I'm chilling, man. Yo,
I'm loving your back. I'm loving your background and all that.
Yeah.
You got that red, black, and green.
Yeah, word. I believe it was your Godcast 1 or 2. You spoke about you being a practitioner of all the elements, and that's kind of what gave you the right to kind of speak on things how you see and how you feel. One element that I want you to speak on that I feel like a lot of artists and rappers don't speak on is their dance history. If there was a b-boy, if there was a popper, or if they, you know, if they dibbled and dabbled in breaking. I feel like that's an element that's not represented. I've heard the rappers call other rappers soft because they danced in the past, or you was a dancer in the past, so you soft. But really, from the history I've done and from the people I spoke to, B-boys were some of the most thuggish dudes out here. So I just want you to speak on your B-boy history, if you was a B-boy or if you was a popping and locking and all that, and kind of how that's an art form that's not really represented in mainstream culture and hip-hop.
Right. Well, wow, that's a good question. You know, I think I mentioned it last episode that I've done everything that a hip hop motherfucker could do. Like anything hip hop, I've done it. So yes, when popping and breaking and all that came out, I was doing it. Okay. But I wasn't crazy nice. I'm gonna be honest. I was alright. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so that's why, you know, I didn't end up going down that road or whatever. But you know, you had to mess with it. When hip hop first came out, like just everything about it was just so intriguing and like, yeah, like it wasn't just about, like everybody did it. Like, yeah, just like you said, hard dudes could pop and all that, you know what I mean? Diesel dudes and all that. Somewhere along the line, down the road, yeah, the softer dudes started taking it over. I guess they was more flexible and, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers was just doing some real flexible shit, you know what I mean? But, yeah, like that, graffiti, you know what I mean? Like I used to do mad graffiti where I came from, just mad tagging everywhere that I go, just our name is everywhere. Me and my man, we were just everywhere.
Cause I'm a B-boy and I feel like that part is not represented. Like I don't see no artists having B-boys on stage with them when they rocking sets. I don't see no artists calling up B-boys, yo, get on stage. They see you in the audience. Oh shit, you got people at the show breaking and shit. Get up on stage and do a set with us or something like that. And I feel like all the movies be corny. It's not a real representation of how we portray ourselves in real life. Like we really, this shit is dangerous. We get hurt. You got to make choices whether or not you gonna do this or you gonna go work or you might hurt your knee or some shit. So it's like a real life dedication, just like you dedicate yourself to other art forms and stuff like that. So I just always represent for the B-boys, and I wish that more hip-hoppers, like they'll interview a video hoe or video vixen before they'll have the B-boy champion of the world on Hot 97. They'll interview someone known for some bullshit before they'll interview the top B-boy or the top person that could pop around the world in a competition. He's just as valid to the culture as this person, but we don't see those people represented in the culture.
Right. Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest. Like it seemed like a lot of that breakdancing and, you know, it actually became a little disruptive in the party at one point. You know, like because it kind of stopped everything. It's like, okay, now there's a big circle and we got to pay attention to these guys. But then it's like, well, how long do we do that for? And can we get back to what the fuck we was doing type of shit? You see what I'm saying? Like, so there had to be that balance because, you know, or else the B-boy niggas was going to try to make it about them for the rest of the night. So you see everything in moderation, like, you know?
Exactly.
So,
just go down a couple of times and then you get back up and keep it moving.
Yeah, so motherfuckers was fucking up fucking up the shit too, and I'm gonna be honest, like you know, our lust for pussy, let's just say it, you know what I mean? Our lust for pussy made us be like, man, fuck all that breakdancing shit, like that's stopping us from you know what I mean, dancing with these girls or whatever, you know what I mean? And that's when shit, you know, we did that to ourselves in a way. We started pushing shit to the side, like, yeah, come on, get out of here, like, you know. And then especially, like I said, when it started going towards, you know, those more limber dudes, you know. And so now the thugs is like, but see, I remember like, okay, I remember like when House kind of came out, and it seemed like the kings of House, the dudes that was running that was like super soft, like, you know what I mean? But there was mad girls that was liking these dudes, and it was just like, it seemed real backwards to me. So I don't know. I just think like at some point thug dudes was just like, fuck all that dancing shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing this. And y'all, you know, I don't know what happened, man. It was a combination of things, bro. But we definitely need to respect our roots, respect our ancestors, and you know, dance is, you know, physical thought. You know, it's our way that we respond to these vibrations. And some of us do it really elaborately, and some of us do it real basic. You know what I mean? But we all do it. You know,
because it's your music that gives us the fuel to get on that floor. It's like when we hear, you know, certain songs, it's like, yo, it's time to get down. Like, yo, this is the record right here to get down. So it's just crazy how it's not, the energy is not reciprocated in certain aspects.
Right. Well, yo, what's your name, bro?
Vitamin the Governor. That's what I go by.
Vitamin the Governor. That's what's up.
We out of Brooklyn, New York, and we just hip hop heads, b-boys, graffiti writers. Some of us dibble and dabble and DJ, all that fly shit.
That's what's up. Well, yo, thanks for hitting me up, man. Appreciate you, bro.
No doubt. Peace, yo.
Peace.
I think this is kind of looking like a return to service, coming back a little bit.
Yeah, I guess you got those. I just wanna rolly with a jabberwash. Like those little niggas. Right? Them is some dancing niggas, B, and they got a record deal from dancing, yo. That's my word. Okay, we're back. Somebody gave me a nice, well, I got some nice things in my inbox, but I got one. Yeah, they talking about these fucking sex dolls and shit, trying to detach us from the woman. And again, another form of birth control, basically. Got you dumping off in a fucking doll and shit. What do we think about this? Let's talk about it. Shit, lotion cheaper than that sex doll. Facts. That's those dolls gonna fuck up home, and you will see perversion of men. Watch and see. First of all, women been using all kind of dildos and disembodied penises for the longest time. We missed whoever the fuck that was. Let's try Amir. Amir Alexander. You're on the YANADAMEEN Godcast with Lord Jamar. Holla at your scholar.
You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah. You look blacked out though. You looking spooky. There you go. Oh, okay.
What's up?
Peace. How you?
So I had a question from your last Godcast. So I'm a 21-year-old college student, and I wanted to know from your perspective, what is your definition of consciousness, and how can one maintain that in the midst of all this, you know, all these distractions that we got going on? Because it's easy to get sidetracked and get out of here. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the age of 21. So what's your definition of consciousness, and how can people my age and younger maintain that and build upon that?
That's a good question. Consciousness would be any doctrine or form of knowledge that makes you more aware of yourself and yourself of who you truly are, not necessarily yourself of who you think you are. You know, we have our higher selves, and we have our ego self. You know, and a lot of times we do things that feed into our ego, and that's not our true self. You know, we want to deal with our higher self. Yeah, we want to deal with our higher self. And so consciousness comes in many forms, though. It doesn't come in just, you know, one way. You see what I'm saying? Like I deal with the nation of gods and earths, the 5% nation. You know, that's one way. You know, you got other people who, you know, they might have been in the Panther Party, or they might have been Hebrew Israelites, or they might have been a Christian or a Muslim, or, you know, there's all different ways to go, you see? But consciousness to me is anything that, again, raises your true knowledge of self, you know? But I don't think there's one way to get there. Because if you're trying to get to the number 7, 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. You know, 3 plus 4 is 7. We gonna get to 7, but there's myriads of ways to do it. Does that kind of make sense to you, brother? Can you hear me? We having connection problems, bro. I appreciate you hitting me though. But thank you. That was great. Peace. I'm gonna take a couple more. Oh, hang on. Let's shout out some people I seen in the house. I thought I saw Reality. I see Anita Sparks in the house. Motherfucking Canada. Tarsha Crawford is still here. Shout out to her. Okay, this K-Vex. I'm gonna try you again. It fucked up before. Oh, you got 2 different Instagrams. What in the blood clot?
Hello.
Peace.
Peace, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you the other K-Vex too?
Yes.
How are you doing that? You got 2 phones? How?
No, I have 2 accounts, but my other one, I have the camera locked off. Like I have the mic locked off. I don't play that. When I'm not doing something off the camera access, mic access is off. Everything is off. So it logged me out. Big crazy stuff.
Got you. How are you?
Doing good.
All right. Okay.
I just got one thing I really wanted to talk about.
What's that?
An epidemic that's happening with men of color, and I think all men too, that are raised in single mother homes. It's called rape of the heart, when a mother holds her son too close. And it enables him from becoming a man, and he ends up resenting his mother and then resenting all women that he comes into contact with.
Well, not to cut you off, but what do you mean specifically by when a mother holds her son too close?
Well, it states like when I said a single mother home, and it's like when I say single mother, the father could not be there, or it could be a father who like works a job all the time, and he comes home and sits in front of the TV, and he doesn't really support the mother emotionally. Because a woman needs that support emotionally, and when she doesn't get it, and she has a child, especially a boy child, she's going to try to make him become the man that she wants, and that's the man that she wants him to be, the man that he can be.
Hey, yo, check it out if you want your brand Nubian gear, your Lord Jamar, YANADAMEEN gear on. Go to your www.hoodgee.com. That's right, www.hoodgee.com, and get your fly on. You know what I mean? To get your fitteds. We got the official snapbacks, varsity jackets, you know what I mean? Hoodies, embroidered hats, and scullies, and motherfucking crew necks. We got multi-flavors, multi-colors, and you know what I mean? It be looking real godly. Alright? Hoodgee.com. Brand Nubian gear. Peace gear. Peace to the gods and earths. Peace.
If Mega did this.